Rare observations, righteous discussions unite people. It's the Word Up Podcast. Of course, I am your host, OMNIETC, Omni, etc. Folks, back at it again. Been a minute. As you know, I don't do these often. I'm trying to get a regular schedule, so I've been testing out times at work. As well as I'm going to be introducing. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit up my IG, not the one that's up there, but I made one for the Word Up Podcast. So just search Word Up Podcast on IG, and I will inform you all of when I'm going to be doing these live streams. More often, trying to get a set schedule, but my schedule is absolutely ridiculous. So, as I said, wary observations, righteous discussions unite people. It's the Word Up Podcast. I am your host, OMNIETC, Omni, etc. Let's jump on in. First things first, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, as well as like this. Really helps out the channel, as well as the video in and of itself. Today's topic, with recent events, everything that's been going on in the world, I want to talk about Metatheatre. Okay, what is Metatheatre? But before we get to that, I got a couple of things to just move the program along. There's other things I want to talk about because a lot's been happening since the last time we did this. For my gamer folks, especially my COD heads, you know what I'm saying? My Call of Duty people. I haven't played Call of Duty in a minute. I don't actually care for the game anymore. I don't care for playing Call of Duty anymore. Shooting people just doesn't do it for me. It's weird to say. Shooting people up just doesn't do it for me like it used to. You know what I'm saying? I got For Honor, and I love For Honor because I like dueling. I like something that takes skill, getting right up on somebody. Not to say that Call of Duty doesn't take skill, but if you catch your enemy lacking, you can just drop them, which I guess is a skill set in and of itself. But we gotta talk about how you people just love shooting the shit out of Nicki Minaj. What is wrong with y'all? Nicki Minaj, for those that don't know, Nicki Minaj made her way into Call of Duty. Great deal. Essentially, I don't know exactly how the deal is structured, but I do know certain things about it based off of how COD's cash shop works, as well as what CD sales used to be. So essentially, Nicki Minaj found a way to sell CDs in 2023, and I think it's absolutely outstanding. The downside is that people have really enjoyed shooting her for some reason. I don't know where the Nicki aggression came from. I don't know what she did to y'all. I don't know why y'all seem to be so obsessed with shooting. At least when it first came out, everybody loved bagging Nicki. Now it's calmed down and people actually are enjoying the game and enjoying playing Nicki, which is what I like to see more of. But originally, everybody loved shooting the hell and bagging the Nicki Minaj, I guess because they can't bag her in real life, so they want to, you know what I'm saying, bag her any way that they can. But Nicki Minaj, well, I want to talk about the money. Because really, that's what the deal is about on her end. On y'all's end, y'all get to enjoy either playing or shooting Nicki Minaj. On her end, she's enjoying the bag, which is why I said Nicki Minaj COD for this particular topic and not Call of Duty, because Nicki Minaj is getting cash on delivery. every time that you buy one, her bundle, right? I believe it costs about $20, $19.99. So what it is that you have to buy you have to trade in your hard-earned real world money for in-game currency. $19.99 is the ticket price to get 20 tokens plus, well, not 20, to get 2,000 tokens on top of 400 bonus tokens, which is really just something that they use to incentivize you getting the deal in the first place. They give you bonus of this item that doesn't actually exist, right? Called their in-game currency. So Nicki Minaj, she struck a deal. I didn't know that she was this popular amongst Call of Duty fans, but they must check analytics and cross-reference analytics to make the deal worthwhile anyway. Because Snoop Dogg was originally on it, and Snoop actually plays Call of Duty. I didn't know if Nicki Minaj actually plays Call of Duty, or is this just a cash grab? That I don't know. But I do know that the ticket price for a bundle is about 2,400 tokens, 2,400 of the COD points, and that's essentially $20 in real world currency, 20 American dollars, specifically American dollars. So if you remember back in the day, CDs used to sell for about $20. The good ones, good CDs used to go for about $20. So Nicki Minaj, off of her likeness, she did a couple of voiceovers, which are hilarious. We're going to get into that. She did all of this for Call of Duty, to use her likeness, to use her voice, and to essentially cash out. All right. And like I said, people have been enjoying shooting the hell out of Nicki Minaj, but today we're going to be talking about how people have been enjoying playing as Nicki Minaj. Let's look at some of this hilariousness. I need to go over to this tab here, and as you can see, we about to hit the review switch. So here we are on Twitter. I'm gonna be very careful about how I scroll on Twitter. I gotta be very careful about how I scroll on Twitter, because the first thing that I saw when I looked up this thread for Nicki Minaj, the first thing that I saw was someone made a Call of Duty, was it hentai thing for Nicki Minaj, and I wasn't with it at all. I was like, yo, it was like Futanari. It was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of interesting to look at. I was watching it for a good 20 seconds, but you know what I'm saying, I had to get on with the business. It was weird, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. All right, so here we are with Nicki Minaj, the operator bundle. So with this, let's see what you get. Let's see what you get with this. Apparently you get the Nice and Nicki loading screen, which is, I guess, something that people would want. The Nicki Whip, all pink. The Baddest weapon blueprint, and the Super Freaky weapon blueprint. I think one is a submachine gun, the other one is a straight up machine gun, from the looks of it. You know, pretty straightforward, but some of the hilarity that's been going on, we're going to get into it. So here you can see Snoop Dogg's avatar next to Nicki Minaj's avatar. This is kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie. I think they did Nicki Minaj justice in this. Kind of dope. But let me see. They got some hilarious moments. So this is the promo that they have for Nicki.
When Nicki drops in,
You know what I'm saying? This is the promo right here.
pull up in a monster automobile gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Bang, 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 bang.
Pretty dope promo.
King, but watch the queen come.
And what I know of Nicki, she definitely approved of this herself. It's kind of dope. There's a squad of 3 Nicki Minaj's on the same mission. for Warzone. It's crazy. It was very popular. It's a very popular skin that's going on. Still selling, huge. That has music on it, I believe. Oh, this over here. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. So this is her voiceover. Now,
Finish that stupid ass.
yeah, so she definitely lent her voice to it, but she's really been making bank. She's been making bank off of it, and I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it that people have been finding a way to maneuver in the like artists have been finding a way because the streaming era, people were under the impression, right, that the streaming era has really destroyed music or the money that you would make music. Now, it just means that you have to increase your hustle. You have to increase your hustle because this is the thing: Spotify, Apple Music, all of these platforms, they're just a more advanced version of marketing. Most people aren't going to hear your music if it's not on these platforms. SoundCloud is essentially dead. This is why SoundCloud offers a pro plan in which it releases your music to those platforms anyway. So SoundCloud is essentially dead. Very few people actually troll SoundCloud in expectation to get good music because they want you to have some investment on your end as the creator of said music. So they know that if you put up money in order to get your music released, then it might be of a higher quality. Now, that's not always the case, but anything that you put your money behind, you would have a certain standard for in the first place is the idea. So these platforms, these streaming platforms are really for marketing, and you do recoup some of your funds based on how well you are able to market with these platforms, how many streams you get, X, Y, Z, and the third, right? So people have really enjoyed playing Nicki Minaj. Originally, when I was going to do this, people really were like loving to shoot Nicki Minaj. That's what this was about. They were head over heels gunning Nicki down, and I don't understand why. I don't understand what it was, but that's what people were putting. I saw on that same thread about a week ago, I saw a bunch of people just posting up cartoon Nicki bodies, and I'm like, yo, this is wild. So I was going to report on that, but now I'm fortunate to report that people are actually playing Nicki and liking the fact that they get to play as Nicki Minaj. So I love to see it. I love to see it much more so than the other one because it was getting kind of disturbing, guys. Like y'all all were clapping Nicki cheeks, and it was getting disturbing, not in a good way. So yeah, I think it's dope for artists to have other revenue streams that they build their brands out and flesh their brands out to a certain level where they have their own way of essentially going back into. Now, I don't know what the split is between Call of Duty and Nicki Minaj. The argument can be made that Call of Duty can make more of an argument that their platform is so huge that they are providing another way for Nicki to market herself. Because Nicki subtly, like she not subtly, but she's always marketed herself as, a bad bitch, but also the baddest bitch and a badass bitch. So, in a lot of her music videos, a lot of her music, she's popping some gangster shit, which I don't know of any gangster shit that she's done. She's never been on the news. She's around a bunch of gangster elements, but herself being a gangster, I don't know. So we don't know what that is. But, she made that a part of her brand, and now she's able to capitalize off of it to the extent where she's actually able to step back into the CD era. Instead of selling hard copies of CDs, she's selling essentially copies of her digital self, which is one element of what I want to talk to you all today about Metatheatre. All right, Metatheatre. Keep that term in your head. We gonna get deeper with it before I actually fully flesh out this idea. All right, so on top of Nicki Minaj being in the news, on top of Nicki, we also have the MPC era has rolled out, and we have one woman that has made a stupid amount of money. At her peak, it's been reported, at least it's been reported that this individual has made $7,000 on a daily basis being an MPC. Okay, if anybody doesn't know what an MPC is, I had to look it up. But this person, Pinky Doll, she's also under a little bit of scrutiny for her streamy appearance. Both of these women that you see in this picture right here, they're the exact same person. And actually, the lighter-skinned version of this person it's even lighter than that when you talk about her. Let me see if I can pull up a video of her doing her thing. But let's see. Does she have a... Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get into it. We're going to go to this video first. We're going to get into this video first. Hold on. And then we're going to take it up. So this is Pinky Doll as well right here. This is what MPC is. We're going to break this down. Oh. And while that ad's loading, because I don't fuck with ads at all. I'm going to give you some more details of who this person is. You know what I'm saying? Who this person is right here. This Pinky Doll individual. Pinky Doll is essentially I don't know where she comes from. I don't know where she hails from, but she's definitely not originally from the U.S. I know that much. I know she's not from the U.S. As far as where she hails from, I don't really know where she hails from. She's a black woman. She says she's proud to be a black woman, but at the same time, you know, she almost looked like an albino woman when you see her, and we're gonna pull up the video in a second. But everybody was, hold on. Okay, video's ready now. Let's get to it. Video's prepped and ready. We here. Okay. All right.
Ice cream is so good. A cake, but it's not even my birthday.
This is Pinky Doll. This is what being an NPC is. So to fully flush it out and tell you, that's a funny face to pause it at. I'm sorry. But to fully flush out this concept, right? NPC is basically having a person act as an NPC. So NPCs in video games are only programmed to do certain stuff in response to what your main character does. You as the main character do. So what she's doing and what NPC is acting like an NPC in a video game, just having a set amount of stuff that you can do, never breaking character, and just doing those things over and over and over again for some reason. Oh, and the way that they make money is the key component. The way that they make money, right, is by getting gifted on platforms like TikTok. I think Instagram's rolling out with something, but TikTok is the primary platform. based on the gift that they receive that people pay money for to give to them, they react based on that. So just to see her do this goofy shit, people have been giving her so much money just to see her do it. So I don't blame her. I don't knock her at all. It's goofy, but I don't knock her at all. I always blame the market. I always blame the buyer. You know what I'm saying? Because a fool and their money is easily departed. You know what I'm saying? So we take from fools. That's just what it is. So yeah, it's brought to you by TMZ. Fair use.
Ice cream is so good. A cake, but it's not even my birthday.
It's so funny.
Thank you. Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, balloon. Gang gang, ass, money gun, I got your name. Wow, a lot of gift for you. Oh, thank you, baby, this is so cute. Fire, 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 fire. Ice cream is so good. Ooh, fire. Hee-haw, yes, the guy feel like a cowgirl. Let me read it, Hee-haw, yes, the guy feel like a cowgirl. Let me read it, Fire, 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 fire. Oh, thank you, baby, this is so cute. Brr, brr. Hee-haw, yes, the guy feel like a cowgirl. Let me read it,
Okay, so if she has a... Just imagine you living with this person and you walk in on them and they're doing this. From that perspective, this is getting into my point of Metatheatre. We gonna flesh this out a little bit more, folks. But let's go up. All right, so this is her appearance at the Streamy Awards. As you can see, she looks different in this little circular picture as she does in the Streamy Awards. And I don't know what she was thinking showing up. Like, if you were going to show up, well, I'm sure she had her own reasons, right? But stay in character for your audience. You know what I'm saying? For your audience, stay in character if you're going to be a character. But let's look at this.
Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Gang, gang.
Wow.
Well, I think that means we should announce the nominees for Streamer of the Year.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
So she stayed in character. She only presented herself as the NPC. So she was being an NPC in real life. But this is her. This is who she is. Oh, there's music. I can't play that. But yeah, everybody was like, she's online. She's 8 shades lighter. What the, you know what I'm saying? So people were a little bit disgruntled. It's like, why is she doing it? But honestly, this is going to be my take on it, right? This is going to be my take. This is going to be my take. You know, we've had the Rachel Dolezals. We've had the individuals that literally inject tanning solution underneath their skin in order to darken up. If sis wants to look lighter to get the bag, and I hold the same thing true for men as well. If y'all want to look lighter to get to the bag, why not? I'm not against it in any way, shape, or form. Why? Why would you be? We're in an age where people can do pretty much anything to their bodies in order to, like, you know, the number one trope is when you get some money, the first thing you do is take care of your teeth. You get some veneers in order to then, you know, go ahead and further run up the bag. So people are getting veneers. People want to lighten up the skin. We all know about the BBLs and whatnot. I can't see myself knocking this in any way, shape, or form. If that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do, and that's her business. It's just what it is. So I don't knock it. But I do find it a little bit weird that this is a problem, but Rachel Dolezal wasn't, because nothing really happened to Rachel, if I remember correctly. She was outed, and then she was able to continue. As well as all the other people that, quote unquote, want to be black. Only in appearance, they don't want the truth, but we're not going to get into that. So that's something else. And then before we get into what I want to talk about, because I was actually trying to avoid talking about it. We got to talk about meta theater, meta casting, meta acting. Okay. Meta, which implies a level beyond. Okay. We gonna go to probably something that is considered a non-reliable source. We're gonna go to Wikipedia for this one. All right. And because we're on Wikipedia, let me drop is it this? I think this is the one. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop that as well as that, so that we can really dig in here and we can really see what's being talked about. We'll blow this up. Okay, it's cutting off some of the page. So that's as much as I can blow it up. I hope you can read it. If not, I can read out loud. Metatheatre. And closely related to the term metadrama, describes aspects of a play that draw attention to its nature as drama or theater, or to the circumstances of its performance. Essentially, fourth wall breaking is an example of a meta-theatrical device. Meta-theatrical devices include direct address to the audience, okay, soliloquies, asides, prologues, epilogues, things of that nature, etc. Expression of an awareness of the presence of the audience. All right. An acknowledgement of the fact that the people performing are actors. An element whose meaning depends on the difference between the represented time and place of the drama, the fictional world, and the time and place of its theatrical presentation. The reality, let me highlight this, the reality of the theater event. Exact next one. Plays within plays. With that, I was really not trying to talk about this situation, but the concept of meta theater and meta acting really brought me to. It really brought me to. I had to go back and I had to think about the Keke Palmer situation with Usher, the other guy, as you see, I got him called the other guy, with Keke Palmer and the other guy, and Usher. Keke has always been marketed as, you know, the sweet girl, the girl next door, but not really in a she wasn't really a sexualized woman. She was one of the few women in Hollywood that really wasn't sexualized. And then the moment that she had her child, she became hypersexual. She hypersexualized herself. Perfectly fine to do. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if that's what she was going after, it's perfectly fine. When I say it's perfectly fine, I mean it's perfectly fine by their standards. I think Keke should have stayed the same, but that's my personal opinion. She rode that wholesome train to the promised land. But we're here now. She can make the most of it. And I think she has. And I think the whole Keke Palmer Usher debacle is a form of meta acting. The whole situation. Because she just got her and her boyfriend, after the whole situation went down, they got back together. Who's to say that this wasn't how it was supposed to be planned in the first place? I mean, Usher is essentially an estranged. He has people showing up at his residencies, but his career isn't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? His career isn't really what it used to be. So to help him out, they drum up a bunch of drama. And this is the thing. We are really underrating the power of these phones, of these devices that we hold in our hand. Narratives can be pushed through these. Any narrative can be pushed that we then subject ourselves to when we view it. And then we get distracted, taken off of our purpose, taken away from the thing that we're already doing to indulge in someone else's life. But who's to say that what they're showing us is real? I mean, most people on social media, this is a fun fact, OmniFacts, most people post up their successes, their highlights, their achievements. Very few, at least a much smaller number of individuals post up their downfalls, their pitfalls, the times that they got finessed, they got trapped, they got whatever, they took a L, whatever. More people are posting their highlights and not so much their lowlights in their life. Keke Palmer is a seasoned actress. Who's to say that she didn't coach her man on, look, we about to come up on the bag. So I'm gonna go on this girl trip. Everybody's talking about female sexuality and all that. This is a big time for this discussion. So we're gonna drum up a bunch of drama. I'm gonna get to do a music video with Usher. There's a music video about this, by the way. I'm gonna do this music video with Usher. I'm gonna go to Usher's residency wearing some shit that that most people probably assume that I'm not supposed to wear. My cheeks are gonna be on the internet. And we're gonna monetize this on the back end, because I'm gonna do this song with Usher. I'm gonna be in the video. He's gonna pay me a check. We're gonna run the numbers up. The drama's gonna be up. My name is gonna be the most searched name in all of Google, which for, I guess, like a week or two it was. I'm gonna get more deals as a result of it. My name is gonna be more popping in the media, and then I can make these deals and whatnot happen, so we can get this bag. And the dude was cool with it, which would be the only thing that would explain why he decided to out her on Twitter. It's the only that, like, that move was very weird to me. That was very out of place. It was very out of place. For a solid dude that's been with an actress for an extended period of time, he should already know what the protocol is when to handle situations that he doesn't care for. If he didn't care for her, why'd you let her leave the house that way? That was the number one question I was thinking about the whole time that I was asking. Like, the whole time the situation was going down, I'm like, if he wasn't cool with it, well, why did he let her leave the house like that? Because apparently he has approval over everything that is said. At least that's what they said. He has approval. He sees everything before they leave the house. So why wasn't he cool with it all of a sudden when she was there on the internet? The only thing that can explain this is Metatheatre. Metatheatre, in which the fourth wall is breaking or there's a play within plays. So Usher has actually been silent on the whole thing. He just played his part with making the music video to blow it up even more. And it got him some numbers. I think that video is around 5 million in views right now. I could be wrong. But so Keke gets her name. She's the most searched woman for her time. She gets to run the bag up as a result of being the most searched woman of the time. She gets to cut these deals and what have you as a result of being the most searched woman at the time. It's likely some sort of financial gain behind this. She coached her man in order to go along with it. And the thing, it wouldn't have been a big deal. They needed, the key component that they needed in order to pull this off was his outrage. Because if he didn't say anything, people might have been tripping. They would have clowned a little bit, but it wouldn't have been nearly as big as it is. It wouldn't nearly have been as big as it is. So as far as I'm concerned, she was meta acting. It's meta theater. using these devices as a narrative to spew out the narrative that Kiki is out here, she for the streets, she's wilding on Usher, she's, you know what I'm saying, and Buddy over here is being Mr. Dubois. You catch the Boondocks reference. He's over here, he's looking, you know what I'm saying, shameful. He's over there in the corner, pitiful. Drake had a line on, what was it? I am not a human being, Lil Wayne. I am not a human being. Gonorrhea. I be with your baby mama, you be with your child at home. Playing into that narrative, you know what I'm saying, these hoes ain't loyal narrative. They played all of social media. And the reason why I believe that is what happened the reason why I believe that's what happened, and this was all for publicity. I'm trying to see, where is the video of them? They're out celebrating all of this. That's what this was. All right, so we gonna turn up real quick. Was it this one? Nah, this one. All right, we gonna go over here real quick. All right, listen. This is what I wholeheartedly believe. I believe that they were out here, they were running it up. They said, look, and we got to change this one as well. You know what? I'm going to just deactivate that for now because I don't even know why that's there. But, and I got to throw this rouge on this one. Hold on one sec, because I need my colors right. I need my stuff I need my stuff a certain way. You understand me? It's got to be a certain way. Okay. Now I can breathe. But now, listen. They were planning this out. So we're going to listen. We just going to listen.
So we out here, we're celebrating
Queen. Somebody came back.
See, nah. I want the actual video. So until we get the actual video, folks, I'm going to go back. And we're going to rap for a bit because I've thought about this very long and hard. Metatheatre. It's essentially lying to your audience for the bag. It's essentially like, how can we trust this? You know what I'm saying? How can we trust this if, is this it? Okay, I think I might have the right one with this one. Let me drag it on to see what happens. Okay, I think this is the right one. Okay. All right. Let me open that up. Oh man, y'all really want to do this to me right now? All right, well, we just gonna do it this way. But yeah, no, I really wholeheartedly believe that this is what's going on now, and we're going to see a lot more of this. We're going to see a lot more of meta acting, where people are just essentially lying to the audience, but doing it in a way that is believable to the audience. Let's go.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
I mean, yeah.
That's what you came on here to do, wasn't it?
So we out here. We're celebrating the
Queen. How come all this shit you was talking about Virgos? So they could eat your ass up.
Okay. So let me go ahead and say one thing straight up about Virgos. Virgos don't believe the hype. They are one of the biggest spokesperson for themselves.
Don't believe the hype, but you are really into the Virgo, though. So what are you talking about?
It's because my mom's a Virgo, my brother's a Virgo, my best friend's a Virgo, my grandma's a Virgo. My partner in crime's a Virgo, so it's just like, yeah, I'm surrounded by Virgos.
So you're obsessed with Virgo. So what is you trying to
I was born into it, which means I've studied it.
You're obsessed with Virgos, and that's okay. Get into the Virgos and admit that Virgos are the ones. You. It's already too late. A Virgo already has you hooked. So just admit it. Why are you trying to lie?
Yeah, so like him not knowing how to, all of this, and there's a bunch of women that are invested in this because they likely don't have anything going for themselves in this relationship department. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Like, we can't trust anything that these are actors. These are actors. Like we have to take that into consideration. These people are paid, hired to act. You know what I'm saying? They're paid to act. This is what they do. This is their profession. This is their bread and butter. This is how they make their money. This is how they sustain themselves. Why isn't it? And I've been thinking about this concept for a while. Actually, I've been thinking about this concept for a while. Like, why is it? I mean, now we back. Why is it that we are so quick to believe anything and everything that comes onto these little screens of ours? Why are we so quick to believe them? Everybody wants to jump on the narrative. Another thing that happened, Steve Harvey and his wife. Everybody was so quick to jump on the narrative. People are still talking about, oh, Steve Harvey and his wife, even though Steve Harvey said they're good, everybody's so quick to jump on the narrative. As soon as it comes out, as soon as these narratives come out, and that's why I stay quiet about Kiki. As soon as these narratives come out, we want to... Now, Kiki, she went above and beyond the call of duty to push the issue. So I can't neither definitive 100%, I can't 100% say that she was meta acting. Dude might actually be a sucker for real. But I'm gonna say like 70% this is Metatheatre, 30% dude's a sucker. That's how I'm slicing it. That's how I'm slicing it. Because these are cameras. We have power in our hands that we've never had before. People are making skits that you used to only see on Mad TV, SNL, Johnny Carson show, variety shows, where you needed the utmost equipment, the most modern equipment at the time in order to pull that stuff off. Now we have it in the palm of our hands. Narratives can be pushed. People can act their ass off and you believe it. As a matter of fact, in a lot of these skits that we see, a lot of people are pushing the boyfriend-girlfriend skit. A lot of people are pushing those lame-ass skits where the girl is all interested in the car all of a sudden after Buddy showed up as a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? A la Dave Chappelle joke. They taking Dave Chappelle's joke about pulling up as a garbage man. You know what I'm saying? And then taking off the garbage uniform. It's like, oh, you're Dave Chappelle. I know you've seen those skits where, you know what I'm saying, dude shows up in regular clothes and then the girl is like, you know what I'm saying, blowing him off, and then he hops inside the Lamborghini or the Ferrari or the, you know what I'm saying, or the Bugatti, and she's like, oh, wait, this is your car? Hold on, I want to hop up in your, why can't I get in your car? Let me get in your car. It's like, nah, honey, you, that type of skit. Meta acting, it's here. People are faking their ass off online. And we need to be wary of it before we hop on these narratives and we hop on and we choose sides. Because the two people that you may think are opposed to each other, they might still be on the same team. They might still be. They could very well be. You know what I'm saying? You think they're playing against each other, but really they're playing you. So we have to be very careful about what's going on. We got to be very careful about whose side we're jumping on, because really, we jumping on the side over there, or we jumping on the side over here. We taking up for her. We taking up for him. And what are they doing behind the scenes on the back end? Running the bag up. Who's losing out on time, energy, and possibly resources? The audience. Because they selling us and we buying in. Wary observations, righteous discussions, unite people. It's the Word Up Podcast. Let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, let me know what you think down in the comments of what's really going on in today's world when we have these phones and we can push out narratives and they can push out narratives as trained actors, seasoned actors. Seasoned actors can push out whatever narratives they want to via the camera phone. They can construct plays within plays and make a play on you. Be careful out there. It's getting to be some dangerous times that we're living in. With world of NPCs and, you know what I'm saying, Nicki Minaj on Call of Duty. Anything is possible. I don't put anything past anybody in this modern era. But like I said, peace, love, health, wealth. Let me drop it down, do the action. Do that. Peace, love, health, wealth to you all. As I said, wary observations, righteous discussions, unite people. It's the Word Up Podcast. An emphasis on the discussions. Get with me in the comment section. Let me know what you think of meta theater, meta acting, having plays within plays. People, you know what I'm saying, coming up with skits online that we buy into, we put our energy into, we become invested ourselves emotionally, mentally. It distracts us from our goals. It takes us away from the things that we actually want in life while they're getting the things that they want out of life. Think about it. Get with me in the comments. I'm your host, Omni, etc. And we out.